We'll bring ourselves down onto our backs with the block widthwise underneath the pelvis. So you want the block supporting your sacrum. If it's too high, it's going to take you into way too much of a curve of your low back. And if you take it too low, it's going to kind of tip your pelvis towards you. So we want to find that nice sweet spot where you get supported in a neutral pelvis. Your arms drop down by your side, and we're all going to take a second here to keep the pelvis supported and let the ribs be heavy. And this is actually going to give our psoas a chance to release a little bit. Relax tension in the abdomen. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. We're inhaling in, and just letting the body expand with the inhale, not forcing anything, and then exhale and just letting everything melt and drop down towards the back body. So just letting the contents of the abdomen just sink. Take 2 more breaths like that. And exhale, release. And 1 more breath. And exhale, release. Good. Keep everything relaxed through the ribs. Draw your right leg up to tabletop position. Bring your bottom leg up to meet, or your left leg up to meet it, excuse me. On the next exhale, tap your right toes down to the mat and inhale it back up. We're warming up the deep core here. We're warming up the hip joints. We're warming up the thighs. Exhale down. Inhale up. Keep those ribs pulling back slightly towards the mat as the leg reaches away from you. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. Go ahead and start to move it quicker now. 1 and then the other. Good. Tapping down. As one comes up, the other goes down. We're keeping length in both sides of the waist. We're keeping those hips nice and even. Tap it down and up and down. Keep going for 2 more sets. 2. Every time you exhale, we deepen that belly to spine connection, and then we'll bring those legs up to tabletop position. Knees directly over the hips here. Press those arms into the mat. Reach your right leg straight up to the sky. On your inhale, slowly lower that right leg away from you, really trying to reach the leg long. Keep those ribs heavy, and then we'll bend the knee and bring it in. Exhale. We're taking an inhale to slowly lower that leg. And then we're exhaling to bend it in. Take your time here. We're getting that nice lengthening work. Length and strength at the same time in the psoas, in your deep hip flexor here. And then bend it in. We'll take 2 more. Reach it away. And bend it in. Good. And 1 more. Slow, mindful movement here. So great for your alignment, for your posture, for the function of your joints. Bend it back in. Let's switch sides. So your opposite leg comes straight up to the sky. Right leg stays in tabletop. We slowly lower, taking your time. I'm staying heavy through the ribs here. Good. And then we bend it in. Extend that leg up, slowly lower. Your core is working, your psoas is working. Bring it in, and it's lengthening and stretching as well. Good. I've got a little shake going today. Whew. Let's do 2 more. Inhale as that leg reaches away from you. Feel like you're really reaching long and making a bigger arc every time. 1 more. Reach. And bend it back in. Beautiful. Place both feet down. Lift your hips up off the block. Take the block out from underneath you, and then you're going to take that block and you're going to put it between your knees. Feet down on the mat. Heels in line with your sits bones. Arms pressing down. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll pubic bone to belly button. Press down through those feet and lift your hips up until you're in a bridge. Again, we're thinking ribs heavy, hips up and free here. And then we roll it back down, articulating through the spine, finding some space between each vertebra. Relax it down to neutral. Take it again. Exhale, roll pubic bone to belly button. Press into all 4 corners of each foot there as you lift. And then roll it down. Feeling a gentle squeeze into that block as you lift. Take it again. This time we're going to hold it up there at the top. Lift up, stay. Now, extend your right leg as you squeeze both legs into the block. And then put it back down. Now do the left. Place it down. We'll keep going like that, looking for nice even hips. Try not to shift side to side or dip as you extend. Take it again, reach, and place it down, and switch. And place it down. Let's go one more each way. You got it. Press, reach through those toes, and place it down, and switch. And then we'll lower those hips down, and we'll relax. And then you'll take that block out from between your knees now. We're going to take it the wide way again, just like it was under your hips, but place it underneath your head. So you can go ahead and rest your head there for a second to see how that feels. We're going to take the hands on the outside of the block. And then from there, with a neutral pelvis, we curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, keeping the hands around the block and feeling the back of the head pressing into the block. And then we inhale it back down. We take that again. We're exhaling to curl up, feeling the belly sink in, eyes gazing forward through the legs, and then inhale. Elbows can be wrapped forward a little bit here, so you're feeling that connection of the arms into the rib cage. And then bring it back down, taking your time to really flex the spine forward and up. Thinking about rounding up and over a ball that's laying on your ribs. And then release it back down. On your next one, we'll hold it up and we'll stay. Bring that right leg up to tabletop. Bring the left leg up to meet it. Keep the back of the head pressing into the block as your eyes are gazing forward. And then exhale to extend your right leg long. Inhale it back in, and then do the left. And bring it back in, and then the right. And left. And again. And exhale. One more each way. And left. Place both feet down, lower your head for a moment. Let's take the block out from underneath you, just drop it off to the side. I'm going to take my arms in a cactus position, or like field goal position, goalpost, and then we're going to drop the knees to the right and take a twist through the waist. Back to center, and then over to the left. And then back to center. Beautiful. Taking the block, it's kind of tricky to get into by yourself, but you're going to take the block and you're going to put it between your feet, and then you're going to flip over onto your stomach. Hands resting underneath your forehead. Find a comfortable position there. Maneuver the block however you need to. It's okay if it's not all the way across your whole foot. It's okay if it's more like ankles or heels. That's totally fine. Hands resting underneath the forehead here. And then we're going to lift the head and the chest up off the mat and hold that there. From there, you're going to lift the legs, bend the knees to bring your heels to your seat, extend out, and lower everything down. So let's lift the head, the chest, and the legs together. Lift, bend the knees, extend the legs, and lower everything down. Let's take it again. Lift, bend, extend, reach, release back down. Two more. Lift, bring it in, release, and lower. Last one. Lift, bend it in, extend and reach, and lower down. Awesome. Come up to hands and knees right away. Moving quickly through this today. You're going to take your block, put it down on your mat, and then we'll place the right knee and upper shin on the block. Hands directly underneath the shoulders, and then you'll lift up so that it's like you're on two blocks, but you're missing one, yeah? So we're neutral here, and then we're going to take that left side, and we're going to dip it down towards the ground, dipping the hip and the knee to tap the ground, and then lift back up. So there's a twist in my pelvis, twisting down and lifting up. Twist it down, lift it up. Twist it down, up. Let's take a few more there. Tap it down, lift it up, tap it down, lift it up. One more. And then we're going to hold it there, nice even hips, even though we only have one block there, and we extend the leg long. And we bring it back in. Extend it long. Bring it back in. Stay really strong through that hip of the leg that's resting on the block there. Reach it out. Let's take two more here. Keep those ribs hugging in slightly with every exhale. One more. Reach out and stay, and then we tap it down. We lift it up. Good. We tap it down. We lift it up, tap down, and up, tap it down. Hips are staying even, spine is staying neutral. Resist the urge to arch your back to get your leg higher. It doesn't have to go super high, it's okay. Two more. One more. Awesome. Whew. Let's relax from there. Hopefully you feel some work through the hips, and let's do the other side. So I'm turning around, but you can just switch the block to the other side. Knee and upper shin bone go on that block there. Hands directly under shoulders. And then the knees are lined up as though there's another block supporting your other leg. Chest is reaching forward, gaze is forward towards the front edge of your mat, and then we drop the hip to tap the knee, and then lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. Good. Keep breathing through that. Lifting from that supporting hip, so the side of the hip is working there. Last two. Last one. We hold it up there, we stay. Keep the legs nice and even, hips nice and square. Reach the leg back and bring it in. Extend and reach right in line with the hip, and then bring it in. Great work. Reach it out and bring it in. Reach it out and in. Two more there. Good. One more. Reach it out and stay. Awesome. We're going to tap the foot down and lift it up. Good. Tap it down and lift it up. Keep those front ribs hugging in slightly. Press down through the mat, from your hands down into the mat there. Getting really nice and connected in the shoulders. Only lifting that leg as high as you can, maintaining a neutral spine. Two more. One more. And then relax it down. Take that block out from underneath your knee. Come to sitting with your legs crossed in front of you. Right leg in front of the left leg. Find your sits bones. Take a breath. Reach your arms up to the sky. And then I just want you to reach forward. Place your hands on the mat. Soften your elbows. Drop your head and take a stretch. Stretching the outside of the hip here. And then come on up. Switch which leg is in front. Reach up again. And then reach it forward. Hands drop to the mat, elbows drop to the ground. Let your head hang. Come on up, and then using our block for one more stretch. So we'll take our block and we're going to support our head so that we can get some thoracic extension in our child's pose today. So you'll put the block down in front of you. Widthwise is probably good here. Sit back onto your heels and widen your knees, maybe a little bit less than the width of your mat. And then you're going to reach your arms straight in front of you, adjust your block as needed so that it can meet you under your forehead. Arms are straight out, we're letting the chest drop, and we're letting the head be supported by the block. And just keep breathing there, and we'll see. Yeah, you might want to turn the block lengthwise, that might be a little better, you can play with it. So we're going to rest the forehead on the block. And just drop. Breathe into your back. Press into your fingertips. You might feel a little bit of stretching through your mid-back, through your ribs. One more breath here. And then you can go ahead and roll it up to sitting. And you are all set for now. Nice work. Thanks for joining me on your mat. Have a great day.